You've probably taken it dozens of times, for a headache, a fever, or muscle pain after a long day. But what exactly is ibuprofen? How does it work inside your body? And what would happen if you took it too often? Today, we'll uncover the full story, from its discovery in a small British lab to its role as one of the world's most trusted painkillers. This is all about ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is part of a drug family known as NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. These medicines reduce pain, fever, and inflammation without using steroids. It's found in hundreds of brands: Advil, Nurofen, Brufen, and many more. But behind this small white tablet lies decades of research, and an incredible human story. The story of ibuprofen began not in a massive pharmaceutical empire, but in a small laboratory inside Boots Pure Drug Company in Nottingham, England, during the 1950s. At that time, aspirin was the king of painkillers, effective, but harsh. Millions relied on it, and thousands suffered from stomach bleeding and ulcers as a side effect. Enter Dr. Stuart Adams, a pharmacist and chemist who believed there had to be a safer way to relieve pain. Along with his colleague John Nicholson, he began testing hundreds of chemical compounds, each one designed to fight inflammation without harming the stomach. From 1953 to 1961, the team tested more than 600 experimental molecules. Most failed. Some showed promise but were toxic. Until one day, they discovered compound number 5859, known chemically as 2-4-isobutylphenyl propionic acid. It worked, strong anti-inflammatory effects, and far fewer stomach problems. They called it ibuprofen. But the story didn't end there. One morning, Adams woke up with a pounding headache, after a night of heavy drinking. Desperate to test his new drug, he swallowed an experimental dose of ibuprofen. Within an hour, the headache was gone. That hangover test became legend in medical history. After successful trials, ibuprofen was approved in 1969 under the brand name Brufen, first used to treat rheumatoid arthritis. It was a breakthrough, finally, a safer alternative to aspirin. By 1984, ibuprofen could be bought without prescription, a global milestone. Today, it's listed by the World Health Organization as one of the essential medicines. From a small British lab to every home medicine cabinet, ibuprofen's journey is a story of persistence, science, and one man's belief that pain relief could be made safer. When you take ibuprofen, it enters your bloodstream and targets enzymes called COX-1 and COX-2, short for cyclooxygenase. These enzymes make prostaglandins, chemicals that trigger pain, swelling, and fever. Ibuprofen blocks those enzymes, reducing prostaglandins, and therefore, reducing pain and inflammation. Within 30 to 45 minutes, your body feels relief. Ibuprofen helps relieve headaches, toothaches, menstrual cramps, muscle soreness, arthritis, and fever. It's available as tablets, syrups, creams, and injections, a true medical all-rounder. But like all drugs, ibuprofen has a darker side when misused. Long-term or high doses can damage your stomach, leading to ulcers or bleeding. It can strain your kidneys, especially if you're dehydrated. And in people with heart disease or hypertension, it may increase risk of complications. That's why doctors always say, take the lowest dose for the shortest time needed. Always take ibuprofen after food, never on an empty stomach. Drink enough water, and don't mix it with alcohol or other painkillers like aspirin or naproxen. Adults can usually take 200 to 400 milligrams every 6 hours, up to 1,200 to 2,400 milligrams per day, depending on the doctor's advice. Ibuprofen is safe for children, but only in the right dose, based on body weight, not age. Babies under 6 months shouldn't take it unless prescribed by a pediatrician. For mild pain, sometimes you don't need pills. Turmeric, ginger, omega-3 fatty acids, and proper sleep all help reduce inflammation naturally. These aren't replacements in emergencies, but long-term allies for a healthier body. Here's what to remember. Ibuprofen works by blocking inflammation. It's safe, when used right. Overuse can harm your stomach, kidneys, and heart. Always take it after food, and never exceed the dose. Ibuprofen isn't the enemy, it's a tool. Respect it, and it will take care of you. If you found this video helpful, leave a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into the science behind everyday medicine. This is all about ibuprofen, and I'll see you in the next video.